inducted to the LU Hall of Fame is a huge honor. I don't know what other words to use because it's very humbling, and I'm from Thunder Bay and I have chosen to stay in Thunder Bay because I love it. It is a unique place that is small in its population but has so many opportunities, and there are then quite a few athletes who want to move to Thunder Bay because of our ski community and because we have Lakehead University. So there aren't many other cities in Canada that have that combination, the really good ski community with a lot of talent and a good university. I know so many good skiers alone that went to Lakehead University, let alone all the other athletes. So I was just in shock that I would be getting this award. I feel like I'm one of many. I'm representing all the skiers because the years that I attended Lakehead University and before and after, there have been so many, and we've done so well as a team competing, within Ontario and nationally. So I feel like getting this award is representative of all the great skiers that have been at Lakehead University.
What was it like to be part of Lakehead University in its infancy? It was pretty exciting. I came from a small town, and this was coming to the big city and, not really knowing what playing basketball was going to be like at a university. So I came into it probably a little nervous. We'd met Doc Widdop and George Berger, and so they made me feel comfortable. And when I came here and we tried out for the team, and I made it, and it was exciting. You got to meet new people, people from Southern Ontario, from out west. Like it was all new. So it was a big step for me as a person from a small town, but it was something that was really exciting and kind of inspiring to know that I could come from a small town and come up here and get my education and play the sport I love. The inspiration to the next generation of student athletes, like I say, I came from a small town, and I probably didn't pick up a basketball till I was in grade 9. And my coach in high school was my mentor, friend, and he spent hours with me. And then I came up here and I got super coaching again and great teammates, and it just goes to show you, what you learn at school and what you learn on the basketball court is something that's going to take you through life. It's life experiences.
It is very special to be inducted into the Wall of Fame with Francis Clayton, my coach, because he's the one that brought me here. When he recruited me out of high school, I had the feelers out to go to different universities in Southern Ontario and also Manitoba. Franny got wind and figured that if I was going to travel to Manitoba, I'd come to Lakehead, and he was right. So he contacted me and we talked and he brought me here. This is what I tell the kids that I coach, the next generation of wrestlers. It's about consistency. The days that you don't want to practice, you go there and you take your bumps. Then the days that you want to go, you go there and then you give out with the bumps. And it's consistency. You got to go every day, whether you like it or not. And as soon as you skip a day and you go see the coach and he says you didn't miss anything, it starts this vicious cycle of being truant over and over again. And since it all makes a difference, you go down the slippery slope and you don't make improvements in the end. So consistency is the most important thing. The best part of being part of Lakehead Athletics is the community. In Thunder Bay, you participate in these sports and they take care of you, and in the end, you are recognized and you're somebody.
The best memories for me were that we were a part of something new. And Lakehead University was new, and we all knew that we were coming to a new school. And we were a group of guys who loved basketball and just continued with that love at Lakehead. And really no sense that we were necessarily part of something unique. It was just what we did. We had done it in high school. We loved doing it, and came here and had the same opportunity. So I had just opportunities, and at that time, ahead of its time, there was a community league in Thunder Bay run by a guy named Tukey Thompson. And it was a juvenile league that really paralleled the high school system. So a guy like me, I was on my first organized team and I was in grade 6. I remember when as a kid in grade 6 and 7, I couldn't buy a basketball in Thunder Bay. You could not go to a store and say, I want a basketball. It didn't exist. And you go to Sears even, which was on an American basis, you couldn't buy a basketball. And I bought my basketball in Duluth. I am honored to be selected to the Wall of Fame, to be that kid 50 years later, to somebody recognize the sports achievements of myself and my peers, my teammates, is outstanding. And I accept, I acknowledge this with them in mind as well.
Some of my memories as a coach, well, it starts in the beginning, 1985, when they brought me on. There was a bit of a dip in the program. So when I started, we only had a handful of guys. Then we had full teams, and we started using a lot of mature students until around 1995, 94, 95, 96, we started bringing quality people. Over the time I've coached, we've had a number of international athletes. Key ones are Justin Beauplum came second at the World University Championships. Tashidi came third in the Junior Worlds. Mike Thomas represented Canada at the Pan Ams and World University Games, as did Ron Boucher, and there's a lot of others. Katie Petrock was a national team member. After she left us, she came 5th in the Senior Worlds. We had Trish Live, came 6th at the Senior Worlds. We've probably had over 15 athletes represent Canada at the international stage. Well, if there's something I can say to inspire the next generation, there's a great quote that says, "Greatness belongs to the precious few that never lose sight of their goals." And I think that's a big one. It's your goals, and if you keep on track, you have a better chance of achieving them than if you don't.
Some of my best memories at Lakehead University is really hard to pinpoint to one. It's just really more of a time here, starting in the fall of 1966, and the university was 1 year old at that time, and it was the year when Tom Warden was born. So it was a long time ago. It was 49 years that I've been associated with Lakehead University, and certainly had tremendous opportunity as a player, coach, and now as a manager of student development. Lakehead University gave me an opportunity to go to university. When I found out they were granting degrees in '65, I was excited and made my choice here. Came here as a hockey player and a math major, and I left a basketball player and a business and economics guy. So it's funny how your career changes from what you want it to be to what it is, and I'm certainly blessed that Lakehead University was here for me. To be inducted into Lakehead University Sports Wall of Fame is truly an honor and way beyond any dream I've ever had in terms of my career here at Lakehead University. And this place is really special to me, so to receive this honor from the selection committee and Lakehead University is just beyond whatever dreamt about. So I'm here to help, and here to help students achieve what they need to achieve. And I get a little embarrassed at times talking about myself in a sense, but this is truly an honor.
Playing sports gave so much to me, both in life lessons where you learn discipline, you learn how to take criticism, you learn time management, you learn how to push yourselves, you learn how to participate in a team environment, and how individual goals aren't important. What's important is that you're there for your teammates. And not only are you there for them when you're playing the sport, but it's bigger than that. They're a part of your life, and they really become your family. The opponents we played in the 05-06 season were really high caliber. In our playoff run, we beat 5 nationally ranked teams. We beat Western, we knocked off Laurier, we shut out McGill in the Queen's Cup game, we knocked off Acadia, then we beat the University of Saskatchewan, and of course the CIS final, which would have been the 6th top 10 team we would have knocked off in the playoffs. We had a 1-goal loss, and I think in our room we really believed that if that game was longer, we would have come back and won. The 1-goal loss, and I thought we were starting to get momentum. So just looking back, it was a great playoff run. I would tell youth to really enjoy playing sports. That's what it's about. If you enjoy playing sports, you're going to get results from them in the sport, but it's really so much than going out and playing a game or being in a competition. It really is about developing life skills and life experiences, and looking at the friends I've made through hockey or other sports for that matter. It's had a much bigger impact on my life than simply playing a game.